Hello, salespeople around the world. I'm
Hello.
Jeffrey Gittimer, and I'm the secretary of.
No, no, no. Hello. I'm Jen Gittimer
Oh,
and partner of Jeffrey.
and today we're going to be talking about the value of CRM, which most salespeople do not understand. It literally took me a decade to get to the understanding of it because we had a CRM, actually, a couple of CRMs, and they were so cumbersome that I found that a scratch of paper was a little bit easier to deal with. And so I've been dealing with paper scratches and beard scratches. I've been dealing with paper scratches for a long, long time, and it got it got silly.
Yeah.
But we
Paper,
ordered.
then it went to Google Doc. We got really sophisticated when we started sharing stuff on like Google Docs or Google spreadsheets.
Yeah,
Um, but there was reason to make this big move.
we found a CRM that actually works. We found a CRM that I could actually use. And we found a CRM that was user friendly so that I could enter minimal things and get maximum results. I think that's the easiest way to put it. I could put in minimal things and get maximum results.
I
Isn't that?
like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a
Um,
lot of people feel like doing it. If you're listening, by the way, just say hey. We'll make sure to say hey to you as well.
we're not saying hey to anybody. Um, Tim the wrestler, Tony Cohen, and Roger Swanson, we're not saying anything to you. Oh, wait. Hey.
Hello. Roger, you're in Charleston. Are you coming to our live event, our training here? Um, this is cool.
We use Pipe Drive. Isn't that amazing? That's what
That's
we're talking
funny
about.
because we use Pipedrive too. Gettimer.com/CRM will take you to our
Put it
specific
in
link
there
on
again,
that.
Jenny. It didn't show up first.
Okay. It's not letting me make a comment, actually. Maybe only you can make a comment. It's just you guys type it for me, okay? It's just gettimer.com/CRM. Gettimer.com/CRM.
Make sure I
Okay,
got it.
so let's talk about this whole CRM thing. Like you were talking to me this morning about before we went into Pipe Drive and like went through this like amazing update where we added, I don't know what, close to like $500,000 of
Yeah.
pipeline that was just like sitting in our heads,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, have to versus get to or want to. Tell us a little bit more about that, Jeffrey.
Well, a lot of sales managers foist CRM on their salespeople and go, you have to do this. And the salesperson immediately resists it because they feel that the manager is micromanaging them about their daily activities. And if you're in sales and you need a micromanager, you're probably in the wrong sales job. You need to be in sales that you love what you do and you're automatically doing CRM for yourself. You don't do this for somebody else. If your boss tells you to jump off a cliff, you're going to jump off a cliff. If the boss says we're no longer paying for your gasoline, you're going to just leave your car on the side of the road. No, you're going to do it yourself. And that's what CRM is all about. It's customer relationship management. That's the tag
So
name.
I used to get pissed off when I had to update my CRM because I did feel like it wasn't for me. I felt like it was for them. And like I had this feeling that it was for them that if I left, they were safeguarded with the information that like I needed to make sales.
Cool.
But that was like a very limited worldview because yes, maybe part of it was for them, but had I embraced it and actually realized like now I'm doing it not because I'm going anywhere. I'm doing it because it actually is helping us,
No,
right?
I'm managing you, Jen, and you get that straight. I want to see what you did on Tuesday morning. No, that's not why you do it. That's a have to. You
Mm-hmm.
get to do CRM because it helps you understand all the details of every customer that you're involved with And this is a critical statement. When the details are written down, you no longer have to remember them. They no longer clutter your mind. And you can now use your mind to create either a new idea or something that you have to tell the customer that does a follow through. And you have all kinds of opportunities to be able to come up with something refreshing and not have to, oh my gosh, I got to call this guy on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I got to get this proposal done. Oh my gosh, I got to, oh. So that's the challenge.
So I'm looking this.
Hold on, let me confess. I was wrong for so many years because I said to the CRM companies and the salespeople that I talk to you, CRM doesn't actually help you make a sale. There's no how to make a cold call. You just have to call Bob on Wednesday. And that's wrong. It tells you got to call Bob, and then it gives you all the details of what you've talked to Bob about before. Or you can put something in there about what you want to say to Bob when you call. It's your own sales tool to help you connect deeper.
What are some of...
I'm going.
Sorry, Jeffrey.
It's okay.
No, I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to let Zoe out on the porch so she stops scratching. What are some of the unique things that you put into CRM that are helping you?
You want the audience to answer that or me? I put every detail I can find. And I put in every detail that I can remember. And that way, when I call this person again, I mean, it's just easy for me. I don't have to think about what I'm doing. It's already there for me to refresh my mind and maybe give me an idea, maybe spur me some reason to call this person and shoot the breeze about the team I hate and they love, or the experience that we had.
Yeah. Yeah. I put in like the weirdest details, I think. Like really likes to bake cakes. Like little details that they say that I could be like, okay, so what was the latest?
There's nothing weird about that. There's nothing weird about that. In fact, I think it's going to be a lifesaver at some point because it gives you point of contact and point of conversation.
Yeah.
Or at least the ability to ask a question. What's the best cake you've ever baked?
Mm-hmm. Right.
What's in your refrigerator right now, and can I come over and have a piece? I mean, it's totally up to you about how you approach the process and the subject. Or let's have a piece of cake virtually. I'll get my little Debbie Ding Dongs, and you can have your perfect cake.
So Gracie is asking, is Pipedrive also an ATS software? I looked that up briefly just now on my phone. It looks like that's applicant tracking software, if I'm correct. And so I don't know that it was built for that. It was built for sales relationship management, but you can move people through different stages, just like you would move a candidate or applicants through different stages, interview,
right. We know exactly where every single customer is in every stage of the sale.
Well, this is cool. Like when we were working with it earlier, we're like, we need a stage here, but we don't need that stage. And so we actually customized our stages to align with the assertive selling method that we're teaching in October. And it's so cool how it can all work together, because now you're like, okay, I get the method. I get exactly what I need to do to make more sales. And now here, let me track it and follow it and document it to push them through. I also like what Jason said. Hey, Jason, where'd it go? I do it for me to stay organized on activities and follow up. I can look back to a year ago and see exactly the conversation and what has been happening. And Jeffrey, one of the cool things that you and I were doing today, and this again, like we were dorking out on this. It's not because we have to do it. There's no one that we report to that's going to be like, so where's your pipeline, right? Like we were literally doing this because we wanted to. But as we were doing it, we were adding different activities, and then it allows you to sync your calendar with it. this is like the coolest thing on the planet. It allows you to sync your calendar and then schedule those activities. So rather than just being like, yeah, on Wednesday, I'm going to get to those texts, to those prospects, or on Wednesday, I'm going to call those people. No, it doesn't happen if it's not on the calendar. Let's be real.
Correct.
And so we were actually able to schedule it.
It's a jogger. It's a memory jogger. Like, oh yeah, I got to do that. And you actually have to check it off to make sure you've done it, or else it's going to jog you again like Google does with your mail. You haven't answered this in 3 days, and it looked like it was important. Like Google is reading your mail to see who you're supposed to follow up with. Mother Google.
Yeah, Mother Google.
As I refer to her as Santa Claus. She knows when you're sleeping. She knows when you're awake. She knows if you're good. She knows if you're bad, and she reads your mail.
Sneed says he remembers the best brownies he baked.
Exactly.
Sneed, were they chocolate?
No, they're marijuana.
Jeffrey.
Sorry.
Oh no! Now the video is gonna get tagged.
Oh, sorry.
So no, it won't. It won't.
Jen,
So if you're interested, oh, sorry, Jeffrey.
Should I put up the certify link in case people want it?
That's cool.
www.gittimertraining.com/certify.
That's right. Gittimertraining.com/certify. And if you want, like, we have now partnered with Pipe Drive because we are loving, like, this is sales life-changing for us. And so if you want our special link where you'll be treated like a VIP, get a discount, get an extended free trial, all of that, please go to gittimer.com/CRM and that'll take you there. It auto directs gittimer.com/CRM because they're literally the only CRM that we use and endorse. And Roger, October in Charleston, Jeffrey just put the link in there for sure. Joe says Pipe Drive is great for calendar building and management of activities. 10 check off when done with notes. Yeah. Or then check off.
It's amazing to me, since we've started with Pipe Drive, how many people also use it.
Yeah.
Like other sales guys, when they are women as well, other sales people, they'll sing the praises of it before I even start to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Pipe Drive, use it all the time, because it's easy. Anybody can use it. I can use it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I think that's the pleasure of it. But let me go a little bit deeper.
Okay.
When you're using a CRM, you cannot use it on the negative side that my manager is going to use this to follow up on me or check on me. I better not put this in, or I better put this in. That's no bueno. You have to use this as though no one's looking. You have to use this as a tool for you that will actually help you make a sale, because all the details are there. The promises that you've made are there. The connection points that you've made are there. The things you have in common are there. Their birthday is there. And if you go to Harvey Mackay's book of Swim with the Sharks, he has a thing called the Mackay 66. Compare that. Way before computers, Harvey had nailed what you need to do in order to build a relationship with somebody. And he created the Mackay 66, and he gives it to his salespeople, 66 things you can know about your customer. And you don't sit there, obviously, and ask them 66 questions.
Let me go through 66 questions. How much time do you really have?
Where were you born? Okay, but...
Jeffrey, you're so popular today.
I know. I'm going to go on mute for just a second.
Oh man! So it would be really cool if we could figure out a way to incorporate the Mackay 66 into Pipe Drive. I'm going to talk to them about that. If you're already using Pipe Drive, let me know if you would find that useful. Not to answer all 66 questions, of course, like Jeffrey was saying, but to actually like have the guidelines, the Harvey Mackay guidelines, and be able to.
Yeah, because it will bring you questions.
Mm-hmm.
I ask a question of a new person every time. The question is, when's the last time you sneezed? No, the question is, where did you grow up? Because that is a question that has an emotional answer to it. It also is revealing about their trust factor. Small town, lots of trust. Big town, no trust. And so I use that question as an opener for me to potentially have some common ground, but to really gain emotional information from the customer. Now, think about this. Think about this. What are the 10 questions that you ask your customers, and why are they not in Pipedrive to make sure you remember to ask them? And when you ask the question, you take notes, you write down the answer. So you don't just ask the question and go, oh, that's nice. No, you write the answer down. And now you have connection points. And the person, was raised in Little Rock, Arkansas, and now they live in New York City. So when you make a reconnection with them, you talk about, well, better than Little Rock, right? And they go, yeah, right. And so now you have a connection point. You have a point in the conversation. And you need to know those details. And you don't need to remember them because they're right there for you in the CRM. That's the best part. All the notes are there.
Roger is asking to post the book name for the McKay 66. It's called Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive.
Correct. You might even be able to just Google McKay 66 and it would come up.
They might. I think they have a free resource as well, for sure. Mark says the company I work for. Oh, yeah. See, here's the thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of the any other CRM, quite frankly. We have trialed and tried and paid for and used.
We don't want to mention any names like
right.
Salesforce.com because it wouldn't be fair to them.
No, so but we are big fans and are personally using Gittimer.com/CRM Pipedrive. That might have been confusing. Gittimer.com/CRM. That gets you to our Pipedrive link. That's the only one we're using. And it's been, I don't know, a process of going back and forth, and this has just been really good for us. And I hope it's good for you guys.
So 2 foreign countries have checked in. Sweden has checked in, Thomas Ackermark, and Indianapolis, Indiana has checked in. Another foreign country. The great
No, we had, I don't know how you say his name, but Simac from London, Action Coach.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah. And we had Jamie from Chile.
Cool.
Yeah. So we have people from all over the world right now, which is, and Zach from the UK. Cool. I think we have more people on from outside the US. We have Hans from Norway.
And California. They're a foreign country. But yeah, here's the deal. No matter where you are, you need to keep track of your customers.
For sure.
No matter where you are, you need to keep track of your customers. And this is not only an easy way, it's also inexpensive. I mean, that's one of the cool parts about this. You'd expect it to be X amount of $500 a month.
It's so crazy affordable. Like if I was working for a company and they were using their own CRM, I would probably just say, sorry, I have to use mine.
Right. Exactly.
It's so much better. All right. Jeffrey, we have to record a podcast with a special guest that's going to be featured. So thank you guys for joining us. Tom, thank you for your kind message. And we will be going live more. I actually had a thought today.
Our people will call your people.
Jeffrey should do a weekly show. What do you guys think? Let us know if you think Jeffrey should do a weekly show.
I'll do it.
All right. Go to Gittimer.com/CRM. Check it out. Let us know what you think in the comments. We would love your feedback. Trial it. Keep us posted. We are past our trial period. We have officially signed up and we're officially partnering with them because we really freaking love it so much. Take care.
Cheers. Thank you.